segment, we'll be talking about breast cancer awareness. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, an annual campaign to increase awareness of the disease. Breast cancer is one of the most common types of cancer for women in the United States. You are at a higher risk if you have a mother, sister, or daughter who has or had breast cancer, had your first child after the age of 30, or had no children, or even started your period before the age of 12. So know the signs. A lump or thickening in or near breast or underarm area, a change in the size or shape of the breast, discharge from the nipple, a change in the color or feel of the skin on or around any part of the breast, the skin may be dimpled, puckered, or scaly, can be early signs of breast cancer. Awareness of the signs means that more people will gain access to breast screening and fewer people will die from the disease. Cancer awareness can also lead to people making healthier life choices. ARB wants to do their part by raising awareness. On October 19, we'll be having a pink day. For $1, you can wear anything pink by purchasing a pink slip that will...
Hey RB Stallions, and we're back with Q&A with Wiz. Today we have a special guest. Your name is?
Mr. Rios.
Mr. Rios. Mr. Rios, we have one question. One question that's on everybody's mind. Have you achieved all your dreams? And if not, what are some dreams you still need to achieve?
Yes, I have. I bought my house when I was in my 20s, and I started my family very early. So they're all grown up now. My children, one's still in high school, but my main goal is to have a nice house for them and good yard, and so I have all that. But I still have more dreams. I eventually want to move out and get something kind of out in the forest or something in the open where it's more peaceful. So hasn't been accomplished yet, but it's going to be in the near future.
Okay, you have it from the source, you guys. And we'll be back with Q&A with Wiz. Hey RB Stallions, and we are back with Q&A with Wiz. And we have a special guest with us today. Your name is?
Iris Aragon, school counselor.
El Saragon, school counselor. And we have one question. One question that's on all our ARB Stallions' minds. What is one thing you did as a kid that you would love to relive?
It would be to spend time and hang out with my grandfather who passed away several years ago.
Okay, y'all. You have it from the source. And we'll see you next week with Q&A with Wiz. See you next week.
And Esmeralda and Miriam. Now introducing...
Hello, Stallions. My name is Ms. Osorio. Nice to see you guys.
How would your coworkers describe you as a person?
I believe my coworkers would describe me as nice, encouraging, sweet, always there for them, and helpful.
What did you do before ARB?
Before coming to ARB, actually, I taught 2 years at Freeman High School. It's actually located in South Central. It was a good school. It was great, but I'm glad to be here.
How long have you been working here?
At ARB, I've been working for 12 wonderful years.
What are your hobbies and how did you get them?
Hobbies. I love to dance salsa. When I started college, I would see people outside in the quad dancing, practicing. So I would join them, and that's where my passion for dancing salsa started.
What is your favorite show/movie?
My favorite show is Friends. I love Friends. It's a great show regardless of how many times I watch it. I laugh, and I just love it.
Any fun facts about you?
Fun facts is that I've met a lot of celebrities throughout the years working at different theaters. I've met Steven Spielberg, Enrique Iglesias, Cristian Castro. I saw Shaq once. I met Salma Hayek, and just to name a few.
Any advice for high schoolers?
High schoolers, just make sure to always do all your work and don't give up. Life can get rough, but just keep going and just finish that race.
Welcome back to this week's shoutouts with Ellie and Steph.
I would like to give a shout out to Ms. Bravo because she's nice and she's very hardworking.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Nuaz, my advisory teacher, and my advisory class.
I want to give a shout out to all my 9th grade advisory students. I love you so much. You're the best advisory in the world. And I want to give a shout out to the 9th grade advisory teacher team, especially Miss Critchfield and Miss CF for being so supportive of me as my first year here at ARB.
If you want to give your teacher or student a shout out, send it to the following email, bunchynews2022@gmail.com.
Welcome to TikToks with Emily and Layla. That's a wrap. On to the next segment.
Hello, this is E-Square with me, Edwin.
And me, Ezekiel.
Today in local news, there's the reports of mosquito bites more frequently, even in the cold. This is from the Aedes mosquito, which is a very aggressive biter that can bite through your clothes, and it has grown a preference to humans rather than other animals. It is able to reproduce in the smallest amount of water, which can be as small as a container of a bottle cap. That is it for the local news. On to the fun fact.
Mosquitoes, you gotta hate them, right? Well, on to our shocking fact. On September 10th, 1945, Lloyd Alwins was beheading chickens in his farm in Colorado when all of a sudden one of the decapitated chickens picked himself up. It turns out that the chicken they had decapitated was left with its brain of functions intact. This included it being able to walk, eat, and breathe. With this shocking revelation, they decided to make this new chicken into an attraction, which they appropriately named Mike. Mike would go on to entertain several counties and fairs and markets, where he brought a lot of attention for his serious condition. Unfortunately for Mike, eventually he succumbed to his condition and passed away after 18 months of service.
Welcome to this week's forecast with Elliot and Brian. This week we are looking at temperatures that are very sunny, from Tuesday being a high of 71 and a low of 50, and Wednesday going from a high of 74 and a low of 53. Thursday, however, we have a high of 77 and a low of 55. Friday is a little bit hotter with a high of 83 degrees and a low of 55. And Saturday we have a high of 83 and a low of 57. Now, fun facts about the weather. The coldest temperature ever officially recorded was negative 89.2 degrees Celsius in Antarctica at the Vostok station in 2010. That was very cold. Brrr. That's all for this week. See you next week.
Hello, good afternoon, ARB Stallions. Here I am with Angel that will be hosting today's sports news.
Good afternoon, Stallions. I'm your host for today, Angel. And for today's baseball news, the Red Sox advanced into the ALCS, and their opponents are to be determined. On the other hand, the Dodgers played last night, and they had an unfortunate loss, which made them go down 1-2 in the series. On the other hand, our other LA teams, the Chargers and the Rams, won. The LA Chargers beat the Browns 47-42, and the Rams beat the Seahawks 26-17. And now a comment from Jessica for the girls volleyball team.
Congrats to the girls volleyball team for having a good season and for doing their best on the court.
ARC News presented by Franceli and Alexandra. Now ARC News presents sport games Monday through Friday, 3:45 through 5:30 p.m. Art Club every Wednesday, 3:45 through 4:45.
They will also be having music productions from 7:45 to 8:45 a.m. Study Hall at 3:45 to 4:45 p.m.